Hey, Russell Hotels going live just for a couple minutes. You guys know how I do it. When I'm on the road, when I'm traveling, you know what? I always got to show my hotel, right? I always got to do a live from the hotel. Okay, so today is no exception. I actually traveled yesterday to where I am today, which is Atlantic City, New Jersey. So I got here yesterday. But first of all, happy Monday to everybody. I'm sorry, I'm live on LinkedIn, live on YouTube. This is a daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. I do this thing Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Even when I'm traveling, I still got, I still got to let people know what's going on or where I am. Somebody like, where's Russell? What's going on? We haven't seen him. We haven't heard from him. Well, you haven't heard from him because I'm in Atlantic City. So when I got here yesterday, I kind of hit the ground running. Yesterday was Sunday, right? So had an early flight. Love early flights. Who doesn't love early flights? So I got here, I think we got here about 3 o'clock. And then everything, started about 5:30 at the hotel. So we had the site tour, 5:30. Then we had a reception at 6:30, kind of a welcome reception. This is IPEC. So I'm attending the IPEC Independent Planners Educational Conference, which, like I said, is at the Hard Rock Cafe in Atlantic City, New Jersey. So you fly through, or at least I'm not sure I know New Jersey has their own airport, but Philadelphia is only 50 minutes away. Let's say 50 minutes to an hour away. So we fly into Philadelphia Airport, and then a shuttle brought us to Atlantic City, New Jersey. So there you go. And then the funny thing is we drive right by, what is it called? MetLife Stadium, where the Eagles whooped the crap out of the Washington Commanders. Wasn't that good? That was kind of cool, right? I didn't get to see all the game because, of course, I was in transit, and then, like I said, had to hit the ground running. Although they did have the game on, as far as the, we had a dinner or a reception. They did have the game on, but you really can't concentrate on watching the game. I'm an avid football fan, right? So I really couldn't concentrate watching the game. So I'm gonna have to catch the game in its entirety on a replay. So anyway, but hey, let me turn on. I didn't even turn on the comments. So feel free to make comments. So the comment section is on. So I'm all about, you guys know this already without me saying it. I'm all about engagement, right? So this is all set up for engagement, right? Yeah, I'm live on LinkedIn. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube, but it's about the engagement. We want that. So anyway, real quick, of course, I always have to share where I'm staying, where I am, and the specifics, or the vitals, like I like to call them, of the hotel that I'm staying in. So we're actually staying at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City. There's, for people that didn't know that, Atlantic City is like a mini Vegas, if you will. I'll just say that. It's like a mini Vegas, okay? Nowhere near the glitz and glamour, but it's an option to, Las Vegas, we'll say that. 2,000 guest rooms. Okay, I didn't realize there's that many rooms, but yes, 2,000 guest rooms, 63,000 square feet of meeting space. Built in 1990. Yeah, okay, it's an old hotel. But renovated in 2023. There you go. So remember the rule of thumb for renovations, between 7 and 10 years. So this is right on time. So they're not due to another, 10 years. So, 2033. Okay, there you go. So there you go. So I always want to give, when I'm staying at a hotel, I always want to give the specifics or the vitals of that particular hotel. So there you go. Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Atlantic City, New Jersey. 2,000 guest rooms, 63,000 square feet of meeting space, built in 1990, and then renovated in 2023, which is always important for, guests or potential groups to know, how old is that hotel? Or has it been recently renovated? Yes, it's been renovated, so there you go, or recently renovated. So there you go. And this live will not be that long because, I have a dinner that I have to be downstairs for at 6:30. Well, 6:30 to catch the shuttle to, that's another hotel we're going to, and the name escapes me, but I'll let you know, because of course I'm gonna take photos of it. Okay, at least that's what I think I'm gonna do. In fact, I don't have it next to me. Anyway, that's okay. But make your comments, okay? You just make your comments. So real quick, I always have to go through the specifics of what's going on. The blog, okay, so regardless where I am, I'm always going to talk about the normal things that I normally talk about. So I have a blog, right? So if you go to russellofhotels.com, that's where my blog is. So so go russellofhotels.com. I think I said that. And just go to the blog section. It's a drop down, hit the button, bing, and everything that I've talked about. Normally when I do the daily check-in and that show called On Air with Russell of Hotels, you know, that live hospitality talk show that everyone's talking about. I think last week was show number 284. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I will not do one tomorrow because I'm still in meetings here. So I may have to reschedule it for later this week, or maybe I have to hold it off till the next week. Okay, so, but I'll let you know what's going on. But there's a lot going on, not just here, but you know, when I get back, I got to hit the ground running and do some other things. So I'll keep you posted on that. But more than likely, the On Air with Russell of Hotels will not be on tomorrow because, like I said, I'll be knee deep in meetings. Okay, so we get for IPEC today. We had, was it 10, 15, 10, at least 10 appointments today. I'll just say at least 10 appointments. Maybe it's more than that. But tomorrow we'll have another 10, so that makes 20. And then there's an educational piece to it as well. So that will take up the majority of tomorrow. And then we have a dinner tomorrow night, and then we fly back, or I fly back on Wednesday morning. Yeah, so Wednesday morning. So there you go. So you got the breakdown of that. But let me, you know what? I see something that's not right. Let me change the color of this because I don't think you can see my website. The color, you can't see what I'm talking about. You can't see what I'm talking about. Boom. Okay, so I darken a little. So, okay, once again, if you want to go to the blog, all the information I normally talk about, the topics, all that stuff will be there. There's no topic today, so there will be nothing that I talked about today, okay? But I'm just saying for future stuff or past stuff. So if you haven't, you know, been checking out my blog, just go and check it out and see what's there. There's some good information there. So once again, russellofhotels.com, and just go to the blog, hit the blog, bing, and then there you go. You will see it. And then also I just mentioned the On Air with Russell of Hotels, which normally comes on Tuesday at 1 o'clock PST, live on LinkedIn, live on YouTube, just like this one. I probably will not do it tomorrow, but that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to do at least a daily check-in tomorrow. You know, the on air lasts about an hour. Okay, I'm not gonna have an hour tomorrow to do it, so that's why I'm not gonna do it. Okay, but don't worry, don't fret. I'm still gonna do it maybe later in the week, or I'll just hold off till next Tuesday. So, and I got guests coming up too. We got guests coming up. I got Amani Roberts. I got, who else? Wendy Song. Who else do I have? And I just talked to, you guys know, I can't think of her name. Don't tell her I said this. Shelby Walker. Okay, Shelby Walker's here. We talked for a brief minute because she was actually supposed to do my show in November. But because they're working on budget, she had to push it to next year, meaning this year. And I'm like, that's fine. So I happened to see her today. She's here at IPEC. And she said, we have to reschedule it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, we do. Okay, let me know. I said, don't worry, we'll get together and then we'll reschedule it. So that will happen too. So that's 3. Then I was talking to another young lady, and she's a meeting planner, and she wants to be on the show too. I just happened to mention that, you know, I do this podcast thing, and she goes, oh my God, that is so cool. Are you looking for guests? I was like, well, I'm not necessarily looking for guests, but are you interested in coming on? She said, yeah. I said, well, come on and tell your story because no two people got in this industry alike. She came from the hotel side, but I don't know exactly how she got in the hotel side, right? But I guarantee you, no two people got into it alike. So and I don't, you know, don't worry about who it is. Okay, when she decides to come on, then I'll let you know who she is. Okay, but she's from the West Coast, but now lives in D.C. and now she's a planner. But she, you know, was on the hotel side for years. In fact, we know some of the same people. So it's amazing what you find out when you go to these conferences, and you never know, we may work together. I have no idea, right? But she's a planner. She does more of the, you know, the nuts and bolts, you know, putting together the meetings and all that. I do site selection, okay? So we're all good at what we do, right? We all specialize in certain things. I don't, I'm not a planner. She's a planner. Um, she doesn't like site selection. I love hotel site selection. So you never know where this can go, right? So it's good that you let people know who you are, what you do, and how you can help, right? Because she did the same thing to me, and I'm like, cool, okay, maybe we can collaborate and work together. So there you go. But hold off and just wait because we may, she may be on the show at a later date. So let's just let it ride, okay? But we just came from Top Golf. Top Golf was the activity that we did today. They have a different kind of Top Golf here, so it's not like okay. So I'm used to there's one in El Segundo, which is near LA, which is where I live, right? And it's half. If you've been to Top Golf before, a lot of them are half in, half out, right? Meaning there's an overhang or you're in a building, but it's open. The bays are open, right? So you can hit and swing and you're hitting it into grass or whatever, a full golf course that you can see, right? Well, this is 100% simulation because it's inside of a building, which was still kind of cool. So you're hitting it and it hits this kind of a sheet or a mat or whatever, and it's basically virtually registers how far, how hard you hit the ball, and I guess it registers how far that ball will go based on how you hit this particular, the screen or whatever you want to call it. Looks like a sheet, but anyway, tarp, whatever. But yeah, it was kind of cool, but it's different. It's a different kind of thing. Not bad, but it was just different, right? And that's okay. So it just took me a while to get used to it, right? But I did okay. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I suck. Okay, I suck at golf anyway, but I'll go out there and have a good time, and especially when you have a couple beers too, I'm there, right? So had some beer and some snacks. Oh, man, I'm all over it. So anyway, so that was good. So thank you to IPEC. I appreciate IPEC for inviting myself and of course other peoples. I think other people, not peoples. But I think they said this is the largest IPEC they've done in a while. It's like over 250 people there. Normally it's less than 200, but it didn't really feel like it was over 200. But yes, as I was looking around, like there's a lot of damn people here. So, but no, it's cool. The appointments I had today were great. They are actually were people I wanted to meet with. Because sometimes you go to some of these events and you ask for certain people to meet with, and they give you a whole different list of people you didn't even ask for. But I mean, I understand sometimes it depends on the number of suppliers versus planners. I understand that, but they always do a good job of making sure you get to see who you need to see or who you signed up to see, which is a good thing. So thank you so much, North Star. North Star or IPEC is owned by North Star. Okay, so they manage all the events. So no, I appreciate you, IPEC. So I think that's about it. I see no comments, so that's a good thing because I gotta go anyway. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining this daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. Remember, I'm live at the Hard Rock Hotel I can't even speak. Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Okay, so is this my first time here? Someone had a question? No, it's not my first time. Not my first time in Atlantic City, my first time here. The first time I was here, I believe I stayed at the MGM. But yeah, so this is a new experience. It's a cool hotel. It's a cool casino, okay? They have meeting space, all that stuff. They have a lot of shops, a lot of restaurants inside as well. Like I said, 2,000 rooms, 63,000 square feet of meeting space. Was it 63,000 or was it more than that? Maybe it's wait a minute. I think it's more than that. Anyway, I something tells me it was like 163,000 square feet. You know what? I gotta do I have to do some fact finding, okay? Because I think I wrote something down, but that may have been the biggest meeting space they had was 63,000. Something, I don't know why in my mind it should be 100 and something thousand. Anyway, I'll check, I'll confirm, and the next time I do the live, which will be tomorrow, I'll confirm that, okay? Because I don't know why all of a sudden I have this brain freeze. Oh, and it is cold here. Just in case you want to know what the weather is. It's not snowing. No rain in the forecast, at least for the next couple of days. There is some snow on the ground in Philly. but it wasn't even snowing or raining in Philly when we drove through there. So, but it is in the 30s, okay, and probably will drop into the 20s tonight. So, there you go. But that's okay. I got a big jacket. People are like looking at me like, "What are you doing with that big jacket?" So, because I wore the jacket to the to the what do you say, to our appointments today, right? I don't know how cold it is in the meeting room. I don't know. So I had this big jacket. Well, what are you doing? I said, I'm from California, okay? I don't want to be cold, okay? I mean, I'm okay with being a little cold, a little chilly, but I don't want to be freezing in some meeting room and outside is 20 degrees, okay? Just in case I happen to walk outside. That's why I brought it, because I didn't know what I was going to do. I could have walked outside and get some fresh air. I don't know. But it wasn't as cold as what I thought it was, but it's in the 30s and it's kind of nippy, but it's okay. We deal with it. So anyway, that is it. I don't know why I'm rambling, just because I can, I guess. But anyway, you guys have a great day. Oh, I didn't show you the room, right? Okay. There's really not much to see. I'm sitting at the desk. I'll just kind of do a quick pan. A quick pan. Okay, that's the window. Okay. So I was sitting next to the window, but you can see the reflection. The sun has gone down, so the reflection is actually of the room. So it wouldn't be good to be sitting in front of there anyway. So that's the iron. I was ironing earlier. And that's the bed. It's a king size. King size. And they actually do housekeeping services because I wasn't sure, right? So I said, let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. So I'll go back this way because I don't want you to see me. I don't want you to see me. And that's my computer. So yeah, what I was saying was, is that the right one? What I was saying was, normally I put the do not disturb on my door because I don't want people coming in when I'm out, right? But today I said, I want to see. I mean, that's two things that'll do. It'll keep people out, right? Keep the housekeepers out, but they won't clean your room. So I won't be able to see if they're cleaning rooms, right? Because some hotels they're still cleaning rooms, and some hotels they only clean it when you check out. So I said, well, let me see. So I took the do not disturb sign off because I wanted to see. So I came back and they had cleaned the room. They had refreshed the towels. They had made up the bed. Now, did they change the sheets? I don't know. But they at least made up the bed. I'm not sure about that, right? So maybe I'll mark the sheets and see. You ever mark sheets before? Back when I was a housekeeping manager, if we wanted to see if we wanted to find out or investigate if a housekeeper was cleaning changing the sheets, you would mark them. So you would just put a little mark, little ink on the back of the sheet, right? So inconspicuous, so no one would see it, but only you knew that it was there. So you would come back the next day, check that same room to see if the room had been checked or changed. And if you still saw the little X that you put on there on the back of the sheet, you will know that they didn't clean the room, right? They didn't change. They may have cleaned the room, but they didn't change the sheets. Some housekeepers say, you know what? At the end of my day, I ain't doing it, okay? But sometimes you would get complaints from the guests and say, hey, my sheet wasn't, clean. My sheets weren't changed. So that was a way of checking. So I could easily do that, but I don't want to do that, okay? Because I'm just happy they made up the bed. I was going to make up the bed myself this morning, but I said, no, let me just see if they come in. But that's a way, just so you know, if there's a way, if you ever wanted to check to see if your sheets have been changed, just mark a little X with, a little pin on the back of the sheet, and you will see if they did or not. So anyway, little housekeeping trick. But anyway, that's it. You guys have a great day. I appreciate you. A great evening. It's 5:58 here on the East Coast. I was telling this one person who was from the East Coast, and she goes, where are you from? And I said, L.A. She said, oh, the West Coast. And I said, that's right. West Coast is the best coast. Said, oh, my God. No, it's not. So anyway, West Coast is the best coast. Anyway, that's it. You guys have a great day. Thank you for putting up with all my silliness. I appreciate you. Once again, Russell of Hotels, live at the, where am I? live at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Until later, you guys have a great day. And wait a minute, move this out of the way. Move this out of the way. And as always, peace.